One day I was reading through the paper when I came across an arrest log about a local couple. The couple had been arrested a second time for possession and use of cocaine and marijuana. A week later I saw the couple in the Walmart checkout line buying their groceries. Among their groceries they had steaks and shrimp, soft drinks and deli sliced meats, and a variety of other high-priced items. After that, they put their beer, wine, and cigarettes up on the counter and paid for them with their unemployment funds card. I began to wonder how someone was able to buy such a wide assortment of groceries with a food stamp card after being arrested the previous week. My wife and our two daughters were spending our last $43 on our groceries because we did not qualify for food stamps because we were both working. Our groceries consisted of a bag of cereal, a gallon of milk, bread, bologna, some ramen noodles, a pound of 80/20 hamburger meat, and some Ryler's Kool-Aid. I was working full-time at the hospital as a CNA too, and I was working part-time at Best Buy where I was previously a manager. I had to leave my management job when I began my nursing school. We carried out our few groceries, and along the way we passed the people that were in front of us. They were loading their groceries into the back of a Cadillac Denali. At that point I began to wonder how someone that could afford a Cadillac Denali, a lifestyle of alcohol and drugs, was able or needing to have a food stamp card to pay for their groceries. I also went in to look for any type of assistance when I began school. I looked for a grant, I looked to have energy assistance and food stamps as well, and was denied all three because my wife and I were both working. When I'm done speaking about this topic, you will understand that it is important to provide drug tests to people receiving government assistance. After doing some research and applying and going through the application process for government assistance, I began to understand better how our government processes work. And because of this, I consider myself an expert on this matter. I do understand and I support our government assistance programs when they are used to help our citizens get back on their feet in a time of need. However, I do not support the use of government assistance when the recipient is using illegal drugs and not actively trying to get a job or better themselves. I want our tax dollars to be spent wisely, not used to support someone who has no intentions of getting a job, finding employment, or education. On the next slide, we have a graph, and this was put up by the Florida Department of Children and Families, and this shows people who had government assistance, welfare, and food stamps before they started the drug testing and then after, and you can see that there's a decline after they started the drug testing. According to an article in the Miami Herald and a report by CNN, Florida started using drug testing on all welfare and food stamp recipients. They were required to take a drug test to qualify, and they were also had to agree to take random drug tests as well. Florida follows Kentucky as the second state to enact this type of testing. If you want to move to the next slide, this shows the report on CNN talking about drug tests for welfare. Missouri's governor has also signed a similar bill that will be enacted later on this year, and this was reported by the Associated Press. Have you ever gone to get a job and been required to take a drug test? Don't you find it odd that you have to take a drug test to pay taxes that support these programs while the recipients of any type of government assistance don't have to take any drug tests? I mean, we're basically saying that to pay taxes and support these programs, you have to live an alcohol and drug-free lifestyle and follow the laws. But to be a recipient, you can live any lifestyle that you choose. Again, I support helping people get food and assistance when they really need it. But I do not agree with supporting people that will not go out and look for a job, complete school, or work to support themselves and their families. It isn't fair that when people are paying taxes, are living day to day, and barely able to make it themselves, but they still can't qualify for these types of programs. I know that there are some people out there that say you can't punish people because they're addicted to drugs and alcohol and you can't take away their assistance. Well, someone that is addicted to drugs and alcohol many times cannot or will not hold down a job. So I propose that we help them get out of that lifestyle and get back on track by getting them treatment. This may help them with their addictions and hopefully get them back to work and becoming a productive citizen. My goal is to put assistance into the hands of people that truly need it and people that won't abuse it. I do understand and support our government assistance programs when they are used to help our citizens get back on their feet. Again, but I do not support the use of government assistance when recipients will not actively try to better themselves or get a job to support themselves or their family. How long can we let the misuse of government funds take place? Well, I, like most or all of you, have seen examples of this in my life on more than one occasion. I would love to eat steaks and drive Cadillac Denali's, but I, like many others, have limited funds and are forced to live within my means. I don't use drugs, but I would love to use that money to take my family on vacation or go on outings. But people will continue to abuse the system as long as we let them. So I would ask that everyone here go online and sign up for an online petition. And if you'll go to the next slide, one more. This is the website. I would ask that everyone go online and sign this online petition that supports testing of the recipients of government assistance. I have my laptop set up right over here. So any of you that want to sign up tonight or have trouble using computers, we can do that tonight. I can help you if you have any questions on how to do this. If you want to go home and do it, I've posted the website here for you. So you can write that down and you can go home and you can sign a petition at home. Thank you.